Most people never think about water pipes until one explodes through the road and suddenly everybody's late for work. Then all at once it becomes, what happened? Why is the water off? Why don't they just fix this stuff? Meanwhile, there's pipe underground, older than most of the neighborhoods sitting on top of it. Some of the water systems in cities like New York, Boston, and Philly were installed so long ago, horses were still part of traffic. And somehow, a lot of that infrastructure is still being used every single day. People assume underground infrastructure is modern, like somehow beneath the road there's all this brand new pipe keeping everything running smooth. There's not. A lot of it is old cast iron. It's been around underground for the last 100 years, taking an absolute beating. And honestly, some of it's still hanging on through experience, repair clamps, and pure determination. Back in the day, cities used whatever they had: wood pipe, clay pipe, lead pipe, which probably sounds like a solid plan at the time. Then came along cast iron in the early 1800s and changed everything. That's when cities really started building the large water systems we rely on every day. And to be fair, that pipe lasted a lot longer than anybody expected it to. But eventually time catches up to everything. Water pressure, corrosion, ground movement, freeze and thaw cycles, year after year after year. It all adds up. Until one day that pipe finally decides, yeah, I'm done. And now there's water shooting into the air in the middle of downtown traffic. And here's the part most people never see. Sometimes the pipe looks completely fine from the outside. Meanwhile, the inside is deteriorating little by little over decades. So underground, everything looks okay, right up until it isn't. Most people only see the break itself, the flooded road, the traffic backups, the crews digging in the rain at 2 in the morning. What they don't see is that failure probably started years ago before anybody noticed it. That's how infrastructure works. It usually doesn't fail all at once. It weakens slowly, quietly, for decades. Then eventually something gives, usually at the worst possible time. And that truth is, America never completely replaces these pipes. Cities expanded them, patched them, repaired them, connected new pipe to old pipe. So underground, you've basically got infrastructure from different centuries all tied together trying to keep up with modern demand. And somehow, most days, it still works, which honestly is kind of impressive. Most people never think about the crews out there keeping this stuff running. The emergency calls, the overnight repairs, the guys standing in muddy holes while the rest of the city is asleep. But without that work, things fall apart pretty fast. That's part of why I wanted to start making these videos. I'm John from Under Pressure After Hours, and I want to show people the side of infrastructure they never really get to see. The systems, the failures, the repairs, the work happening underground every single day that keeps these cities running. So if that interests you, follow along. We're just getting started. And the next time you turn on a faucet, just remember, there's a decent chance that water traveled through infrastructure older than your grandparents, buried underground, still working, still hanging on for now. Next episode, we're going to get into why water mains actually break, because most of the time they've been warning us for decades and they finally are about to let go.